What about you, love? Welcome to Ourhighermind. My name's Anita, and just like I promised in the last video, I said I would give you a little story time and a little background in how this Belfast Irish woman ended up in the United States. And I do love it here. And I am on my 25th anniversary of being in the United States. So what a way to celebrate. What a way to celebrate. So I'm going to give you a little background. Everything from being born in Belfast at the very beginning of a civil war, all the way to becoming a state firefighter paramedic, and then breaking my neck and coping with that, being told that it really wasn't a broken neck, and that is a unique story all on its own. And the fact that I sit here today and I have no pain, and I managed to get myself off all the medications, so on and so forth. So it's a very, very long story. But so in 2000, actually May 17th, 1999, most of my memories are from 2000, I caught a flight from Belfast. Went Belfast, Newark, Atlanta, Miami. And one of the funny stories leaving Belfast is I wanted to bring all my best clothes. You know, I was coming over here to explore. And I remember my suitcase was overweight. And in my head, I thought, oh, here we are, trying to con money out of me, and I'm not even out of the country. And I said, give me one moment. And I go into the bathroom and I put all my clothes on. Everything that I thought was heavy, not thinking anything about it. So I leave Belfast, cold weather, 4 layers of clothes, 3 pairs of socks, you know, a jacket, a hat, gloves, boots, my favorite boots I brought with me. And here I am taking the flight, and I know that stewardess must have laughed all the way across that flight, knowing what was going to happen, because the moment those doors opened on that plane and that heat hit me in Miami, I kid you not, I thought I was going to pass out. And I must have scrambled, and that stewardess must have had the best laugh of all, because I could not imagine me peeling the layers off. And then to put the icing on the cake, my fiance at the time, his sister, lived in Key West, and she came and picked us up, and she says, well, I brought the convertible because I thought you'd really enjoy that, which I gotta tell you, I loved the scenery all the way down. But by the time we got to Key West, I was so red that I couldn't even lay on my front. I couldn't touch anything, and I had a massive white band of the seatbelt right across me. I mean, I had a neon sign said tourist right off the rip. So in May 17th, 1999, I came on vacation. It was supposed to be a 3-month vacation, and after the 3 months, my fiance said, okay, are you ready to go home? And I said, no, I'm not going. Needless to say, he did go home, but I didn't, and I stayed. So, and that was the start of my journey, start of my wild days, and I had progressed from there and everything in between. So, I want to keep my story inspirational. I want people to listen, hear it, and understand that it can get tough sometimes, but you will get through it. And I will tell you everything that I use to get through some of the hardest medical issues that anybody could face. At one point, I may not have had the use of my right arm again. That was one of the fears, because they really didn't think it was a broken neck, and it turned out it was. And so it was left for 4 months untreated with no cervical collar. And thankfully, God, higher power, you know, was a blessing and put some very, very good angels in my path that helped me along the way. And then my story will be an inspiration for those that are dealing with chronic pain. And I will tell you what I did to get away from that chronic pain. And I sit today with no medication, no pain at all, none whatsoever. And I'm very, very proud of that. That took a long time, and I did get there. And I want to be an inspiration to other people that you will get there, and everything in between. And my story at times will make you cry, and other times will make you scream, but most of the time it's pretty much going to make you laugh, because I always see the brighter side in everything. So thank you for tuning in, and I want you to hit the subscribe button, ding that bell, and leave a comment. I will answer all comments, and if you want a private reading from me, you know how to get to me through the email. Remember, I will never contact you. I'm too lazy for that, but it has been a pleasure. Thank you, and remember, you are loved beyond your wildest dreams.